So I'm doing this video about this self-leveling system. There are a lot of videos on YouTube about these self-levelers. There's different types. These are basically the same as just about every other one. Just depends on the manufacturer how they're done, but you can see where the plastic goes into the back. There's two little tabs in the plastic that hold both ends of the tile, and when you put this shim, which is notched, you can see the notches, and then you have the opposite opposing notch on the inside of here. When you push that in, then it brings the two tile together and gives you an even spacing so you don't have any lippage. I normally don't use these leveling systems unless I have like a rectified tile, and in this case this kind of looks like well, it looks like travertine, but it's meant to replicate kind of like a marble because it's a very shiny porcelain is what it is. And I thought it was rectified. When I do rectified tile, I usually use these so that I don't have the issues with lippage and stuff like that. And then I realized that this is kind of on a lower end scale of porcelain, so my lines don't match. And I realized that when I started doing the floor tile, and it has transferred to the wall tile. So when I got to about this, after the first row, I started using these levelers. So the levelers are basically, again, I don't know the manufacturer. When I bought these, I took them out of the box, and I use an empty nail box is what I have all these in. So I can't tell you the manufacturer, but they're pretty simple. As I said, you have these two tabs. This is where the tile pushes up against on these two tabs, and then you have enough space there for the tile itself, and then what's ever left over in this little box area is where your shim goes into, and then it just clicks on through until it's tight. And that's all there is to it. After this dries, these pull out, and you save these for the next use, and then you just knock this off. And when you knock it off and pull it out, this part ends up staying behind the tile where the thin set is at, and then the rest of it you just throw away. That's basically how it works. It's a very simple type of thing, and what you're trying to do is give yourself, one of the mistakes that I see that other tilers or so-called tilers do is they try and stick their, in other words, they butter their tile and they try and stick it straight to the wall. That is not enough, and that's why a lot of times you end up with lippage. Other times they'll just butter the wall and then they'll put the tile on, and that's still not enough. Not only do you not get good adhesion of the tile to the wall, but your thin set is very thin when you try and do that with a notch trowel. So what you're trying to do is back butter your tile, but in addition you're putting a lot of thin set on your wall, and you need that extra so that when you have a wall that's not even and you start using the self-leveling system, that you're not ending up, you know, with too little thin set at one end and too much at another end. So you're buttering your thin set, you're troweling your thin set out on the wall pretty thick, and then you're also back buttering your tile relatively thick. So what you end up with is about a 1/4 inch, let me get my camera straight, about a 1/4 inch to about 3/8 of an inch of thin set total combined, so that when you put these pieces in and you pull them together, that you have enough thin set to manipulate the tile, or that the self-levelers do anyway. Probably wondering where I wear gloves. And I wear them because the thin set, touching the thin set and the grout and all these material over time mess up your hands. So I wear these gloves as much as I can. I didn't used to like them, but you know, they're pretty tight, so I can actually feel my tile and everything. That's the reason I wear those. Another question I get is why I never show my work, or why I never show me. And I've been on YouTube for almost 6 years, and I started out about showing the tile work. In other words, you know, bad job versus good job and that type of thing. So my YouTube channel has never ever been about me. It's always been about the work, which is why I don't show me. But I have a new YouTube channel called The Bald Handyman, and I do show me in those videos, and you can go to The Bald Handyman right here. I'll put a link right there, in fact right there, so you can just click on that, and when you click on it, it'll take you straight to my new channel. And in the meantime, I'm going to show you how the system works.
it to me. Bring your sweet loving. Bring it on home to me. Yeah, 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 yeah. I know I bring it to me. Bring your sweet loving. Bring it on.